If you enjoy the presence of the Creator, worshiping with saxophone and walking in Torah, then join me as we journey through Bereshit to Devarim, Genesis to Deuteronomy. Welcome to ASAHXMUSIX Torah Studio. Today, we're at Vayikra chapter 6, which brings a command for Aharon. From chapter 5, we looked at personal guilt offerings, and now we see the Creator gives the Kohanim, the priest, precise altar procedures, eternal fire, sacred order. So let's journey through verse by verse into Leviticus chapter 6. Let's start worship with some saxophone, and I trust that it will be a blessing to us. Get some volume on this. And ready to learn something new about our Creator. Alright, so I'm going to start at verse 1 through to verse 7. And the Creator spoke to Moshe, saying, when any being sins and committed a trespass against the Creator, and has lied to his neighbor about a deposit, or about a pledge, or about a robbery, or shall extort from his neighbor, or has found what was lost, and has lied concerning it, or did swear falsely, so that he sins in regard to any of all these that a man does, then it shall be, when he sins and shall be guilty, that he shall return what he took by robbery, or what he has extorted, or the deposit which was deposited with him, or the lost item which he found. or all that about which he swore falsely. He shall repay its total value, add 1/5 more to it, and give it to whom it belongs on the day of his guilt offering. Then he brings his guilt offering to the Creator, a ram, a perfect one from the flock, with your valuation, as a guilt offering to the priest. And the priest shall make atonement for him before the Creator, and he shall be forgiven for whatever he did that made him guilty. So we're looking at special offering, an offering that the Kohanim is to bring. This is a special offering, and it's something that brings restitution, something that addresses the matter of deception. Person sin against the Creator, deceive his neighbor about deposits, maybe theft, maybe lost item, or maybe even a false oath. That person must confess. That person must repay in full value of what he robbed the person of. And in addition to that, that person must give 1/5. So if the person short you $500, the person will have to repay $500 plus 1/5 of $500. Right? So that is considerable. That's at least 10% would be $50. So 20% would be $100. So that person would have to give you $100 extra. Then after that, the person would have to bring not any ram, but it must be a perfect, a spotless ram. Bring that as a guilt offering. So the offering does not cover what you rob the person of. You have to pay that in addition to bringing the offering. So when you bring it to the Kohen, the priest, that will atone for the wrong that you've done and bring forgiveness. Key thing I want us to focus on in this is that these crimes they happen and they must be addressed. No wrong should go unpunished. No wrong should go unaddressed. Sometimes persons will do this against set apart matters, but this is a worse situation because this is not the person actually doing this against persons that are around them, doing it against the Creator. So if I borrow my neighbor's tool, borrow machete, and I lose it, or I lie that I returned it and it wasn't returned, then my guilt will come and I'll have to pay double, right? Plus, I'll have to bring in a sacrifice, a special sacrifice. So, up front, it's best to be honest with our brother and we do the right thing at all times, regardless of the pressure and the consequences that may come. We'll read verses 8 to 13. It says, and the Creator spoke to Moshe, saying, command Aaron and his sons, saying, this is the Torah of the ascending offering. This is the ascending offering, because it is burned on the slaughter place all night until morning, and the fire of the slaughter place is kept burning on it. And the priest shall put on his linen garment, and his linen trousers on his body, and shall take up the ashes of the ascending offering which the fire has consumed on the slaughter place, and shall put them beside the slaughter place. And he shall take off his garments, and put on other garments, and shall bring the ashes outside the camp to a clean place. And the fire on the slaughter place is kept burning on it. It is not put out. And the priest shall burn wood on it every morning, and arrange the ascending offering on it, and shall burn on it the fat of the peace offerings. Fire is continually kept burning on the slaughter place. It is not put out. So we're seeing here that the fire is kept, and we're seeing that the fire must continue blazing. So this is a command, and the Hebrew word for command is zav. It's a strong word. It's not the Creator spoke to them, but where it says the Creator zav, the Creator command, right? So this is something that is mandatory and appears forceful and urgent, right? And what is to be done? The Kohen, the priest, must add wood, arrange the burnt offering, the peace offering, the fats, and that must be like an eternal fire, a fire that never extinguishes, right? Like 13, highlighted on your screen, which shows that the fire is continually kept burning on its other place. It is not put out. So, what can we glean from this? Not that it's just not put out, but the ashes that come from it. The priest must put on special linen garments, and must clean his regular clothes and carry that ashes outside the camp. That's what we see in verse 11. He shall take off his garments and put on other garments, and shall bring the ashes outside the camp to a clean place. Just wondering, what is the eternal fire that's burning us? What passion do we have that does not go out? Like music, like film, or other persons like sports, other forms of that give gratification, something that give honor to the Creator. Is there anyone that will serving others? Whatever it is, your passion, never let it die. Continue to do it once it brings good to the world and good and honor to the Creator. It's like this type of burning fire is like when you're having like a prayer vigil. When I used to participate in prayer vigils, it's an all-night thing. And so the things that we have, well, we must invite the presence of our Creator among us 24/7. So it is His presence that will continue to let the flames be bright and be. Let's read some more from Vayikra chapter 6, verses 14 to 23. 14 says, "And this is the Torah of the grain offering. The sons of Aaron shall bring it near before the Creator in front of the slaughter place, and shall take from it with his hand from the fine flour of the grain offering, and from its oil, and all the frankincense which is on the grain offering, and shall burn it on the slaughter place for a sweet fragrance as its remembrance portion to the Creator. And then Aaron and his sons eat the rest of it. It is eaten with unleavened bread in the set-apart place. They eat it in the courtyard of the tent of appointment. It is not baked with leaven. I have given it to them as their portion of my offerings made by fire. It is most set apart, like the sin offering and the guilt offering. All the males among the children of Aaron eat it throughout forever in their generations, concerning the offerings made by fire to the Creator. All that touches them is to and the Creator spoke to Moses, saying, This is the offering of Aaron and his sons they bring near to the Creator, beginning on the day when he is anointed. 1/10 of an ephah of fine flour as a continual grain offering, half of it in the morning and half of it in the evening. It is made on a griddle with oil. Bring it in mixed in the baked portions of the grain offering near, a sweet fragrance to the Creator. And The anointed priest from among his sons who is in his place prepares it, a law forever to the Creator. All of it has to be burned. And every grain offering for the priest is completely burned. It is not eaten. So here we see the grain offering and the rules associated with it. We see the sons of Aaron, Aaron, and they offer grain offering. They offer minchah before the altar. What they do, they put a fistful, like dip their 3 fingers into the fine flour portion, and the portion that they take up and burn, that is the memorial portion. And anything after that, the balance, the remaining portion, then the rest of the Kohanim priests, they will have that unleavened in the courtyard. In addition to this, the priest's son that is anointed will offer this perpetually, continuously, completely burned, and it must not be eaten, that part. So here we see, the family is involved, and there's flour, so they can bake, right? So they have bread, bakery, baked ingredients, and this to me is sustenance, food, sustains. And this is actually a sustaining secret service. I think of bread, and I think of as something very good that I have. I think of other things that I have, my talent, my time, and I want to commit this fully, to work faithfully for the faith. What is it that we can actually commit to minister the service of our Creator? Something that we should think about intently. Let's read onwards from verses 24 to 30. And the Creator spoke to Moshe, saying, Speak to Aaron and to his sons, saying, This is the Torah of the sin offering. In the place where the ascending offering is slain, the sin offering is slain before the Creator. It is most set apart. It's most set apart. The priest who is making atonement eats it, and in the set apart place it is eaten in the courtyard of the tent of appointment. All that touches its flesh is to be set apart, and when its blood is sprinkled on any garment, you wash that on which it was sprinkled in a set apart place. But the earthen vessel in which it is cooked is to be broken, and if it is cooked in a bronze pot, then it is scoured and rinsed in water. Every male among the priests eats it. It is most set apart. And no sin offering from which any of the blood is brought into the tent of appointment to make atonement in the set apart place is eaten. It is burned with fire. And then that's reference to the sin offering. So we have gone through a list of offerings, right? We looked at the fire, we looked at the grain offering, and we're looking at the sin offering, right? It is slaughtered where the burnt offering is processed, and we should note that this is holiest. It's Kodesh, right? Kodeshim, holy of holies, holy of holiest. The priest will consume it, except for the anointed one's portion, which is burnt. But what if blood touches the garment? What happens is that there's mention in verse 28 of the vessel, the earthen vessel in which it is cooked. That earthen vessel is to be broken, right? But if it's a bronze vessel, then that one you can store and you can rinse, because it won't stick onto it. But if it's earthen, meaning like clay, then you're going to realize that even with a lot of washing and soap and so on, there will still be residue. And what is the application for this? Something like that you have to dispose of. You have to just break it up. You do not want to leave it one side so somebody will use it, because if it is corrupted or it becomes unclean, then you want to have a total mashup of that vessel. But the fact is, sin contaminates, and where there's sin, there's total purification. And when we look at sin today, it actually leaves residue. It has consequences, and for us, we must come to the point where we can confess thoroughly, not just trying to cover it up. So rather than washing the pot, we mash up the pot, right? And we start fresh again. So that's the application to our lives in terms of that. I want us to just wrap up this section of the study by we just look at this summary slide of what we have covered. We look at the priestly portions, Kohan's portion, and there were some specific instructions that were given. And what is most memorable in this chapter is the fire that is eternal. It must be continuing to burn. I mean, yes, there are offerings, and there's mention of what the priest shares, right? We looked at where someone deceives and the guilt that comes with it, and the requisite repayment that must be done. Pay back what was taken at 1/5, and at a ram. Look at the eternal fire that must never stop burning. Look at the meal offering, which was formed part of the priest's food, and of course they could eat this. And we also look at the sin offering and the rules pertaining to it, in terms of what pot we mash up, and what we can do, bronze versus the earthen one. All right. So we have some very difficult questions. This is like a mastery test, and if you can get 2 of these 3 questions, then it's encouraging for us to continue studying the Torah and learning more. What never extinguishes? Is it priest's fire? Is it the altar fire? Is it the meal offering minchah? Or is it the chatat, which is the sin offering? What never extinguishes? Right? You could guess, or you could type that answer in the chat. Right. Okay, so we're on to number 2. But before we go, the answer for number 1 question is altar fire. All right. Question 2. Kohanim eat everything except the olah, which is the burnt offering, minchah, which is doing the fistful of minchah fistful, or C, is it the anointed coins minchah meal, or is it the chatat? Answer for that: the everything that can be consumed except the fistful, because the fistful part, right, that part goes to the Creator. All right, there's a third one which we'll move from: oldest place for slaughter, courtyard, tent of meeting, or the place or the outside the camp. Right, so that's it for the quiz. Good luck, and I trust that we all can attain mastery on that. For the takeaway, just keep your spiritual fire burning. Support servants with daily bread, and just try to do a full sin cleanup, and try and destroy the things that are reminding or pointing to that encourage sinful residues. So don't just wash. You break off from things that are discouraging, things that are sinful, and try to embark on a righteous path. And remember what you never experienced. And so we'll just sing, we'll just sing. We'll sing this song, right? And we can say shalom. Please you join me for this song. Right, I'll take it from the top. Listen to volume on this.